Good morning, loved and adored ones in this complicated, intertwined world. Hope we're all on paths of betterment for achieving greater purposes that ultimately please the heavenly, most high, powerful Creator. A special thanks this morning to Calvary Chapel, the Lamp Radio, pastoring through the radio platform. And that thanks is for being another avenue to better invest my time and strengthen my discernment. Today, I'd like to speak on Philippians 4:12. I'm going to read a few translations. My favorite that I just read was the Amplified. I'll end with the Amplified. This is the NIV. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. This is the New Living Translation. I know how to live on almost nothing or with everything. I have learned the secret of living in every situation, whether it is with a full stomach or empty, with plenty or little. The English Standard Version. I know how to be brought low, and I know how to abound in any and every circumstance. I have learned the secret of facing plenty or hungry, abundance and need. Let's see. The Berean Literal Bible. I know also how to be brought low, and I know how to abound. In everything and in all things, I have learned the secret also to be full and to hunger, also to abound and to be deficient. New King James Version. I know how to be abased, and I know how to abound. Everywhere, in all things, I have learned both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. I'm going to skip on down here to the Amplified. I like this version. I know how to get along and live humbly in difficult times, and I also know how to enjoy abundance and live in prosperity. In any and every circumstance, I have learned the secret of facing life, whether well fed or going hungry, whether having an abundance or being in need. Okay, I don't know how many verses that was that I read, but my interpretation over my life experiences that I'd like to give to you of that scripture applied to my life, I like to say I've learned that if I'm in a based state, the enemy can't tempt me. Look how low you are. So I want you to do this to take you high. Or if you're abounding, if you don't do this, that, and the other, we're going to take this and make you go low. If you're living abounding, the enemy can't tempt you and say, do these things so you don't go abased and live low, and because you scared and walking on eggshells. All you have to do is say to the enemy in either level or any state in between, Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. No, thank you. So learning how to live at different levels in the kingdom and try as best as you can to stay as pure and preserved. I think I'm running at about at least 95, 96%. I can't say I've been perfect, but I understand and I discern what circumstances can bring, and it will help in your choices when circumstances present themselves. I hope that you will take this and apply it to your life and learn how to let your yeses be yes and your no's be no. Have a great, wonderful day. Oh, and by the way, if I don't have a painted manicure, I'm content. The Christ in me is content. If I don't have lipstick on, I'm content. If you want to keep dishonoring me, the Christ in me can be content, knowing that I am teamed with the Most High Creator. If you want to keep pretending like you don't hear me, I'm content. The Christ in me is content. If you want to try to keep mocking me and making a mockery of me, I am content, knowing what the Most High can do after He saw your behavior in mocking and dishonoring me. The other day, I had a customer get in the car and she starts combing her hair. She takes the utensil she was using to comb her hair, pulls the hair out of the comb, and puts it on my armrest. She leans forward after combing her hair and puts all of the loose hair she pulled out of her head and puts the hair, and then she does it again and starts sprinkling hair all around my car. I'm saying, who does that? So common sense would say she's doing some type of witchcraft ritual, what have you, because nobody does that in the natural. Just would come sprinkle their hair in your atmosphere. That doesn't make sense. Roll the window down, throw the hair out the window. Her behavior was bizarre. It was weird. It was not in the norm. So I know she was being wicked. But I'm content because I was raised in the church. I don't deal in witchcraft. Never have. I know whatever I know about it is because of what was saw on television or whatever. So I have no idea what she was trying to do by putting hair out of her head in my space. But I'm content because I know God knows what that witchcraft ritual was that she was performing. I can be content knowing that God can handle her and God can deal with her for even trying some stupid mess like that. You want to be demonically nasty and pick your feet up off the floor in my car and place your feet in my face as if I'm no one that deserves respect for you to keep your feet on the floor, kick my chair, be mean and nasty to me. You want to keep sending people to do that? I'm going to be content, knowing what the Christ in me has the ability to do in response to your wicked behavior. these are just sample examples of what I can do in being in this complicated, intertwined world of people always trying to do something mean, nasty, and cruel and murderous to another individual. I'm also going to come back and tell you what you can do to help be content in this world of identity theft, because people are doing more and more of these activities in this day and time. Watching the television this morning, they said that they're now in some long information commercial, they are stealing people's titles to their homes, just electronically snatching people's houses over the internet, and their home was sold over the internet by stealing their identity through some computer programming. I shall return and again have a great day. If you're a man or woman of God, be content knowing if they treat you like trash, they can also be treated like trash. Have a great day. Have a great day knowing and being aware of what teachings and mindsets are being propagated throughout different lands and different governments. These have attitudes towards women. These have attitudes towards them and those. Attitudes. Govern yourselves accordingly.